Hi, my name is Eric Rohde, and I was awarded the Alma College Venture Grant for my travel spring term to England in 2018. Upon our arrival, we took a train to the city of York in northern England. There, I was able to learn more about English history while exploring Clifford's Tower, York Minster, and the remains of St. Mary's Abbey. After 3 days in York, we moved on to Stratford-upon-Avon, where William Shakespeare was born and laid to rest. This touristy town also maintained the family cottage of Anne Hathaway, where she lived before marrying Shakespeare. We began each day with class behind the Royal Shakespeare Company Theatre and were fortunate enough to attend this theatre for productions of Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet and John Webster's The Duchess of Malfi. With this concluding our first week, we headed into London. Naturally, I had to check out some of the classic landmarks like St. Paul's Cathedral, the Tower Bridge, the London Eye, Buckingham Palace, Camden Market, and the National Gallery, which stood in the heart of Trafalgar Square. Unfortunately, Big Ben was under construction, so we couldn't see him very well. Being a huge fan of Shakespeare, I loved visiting his Globe Theatre. What I didn't realize was that the original location of it was a little more inland, across the street from the first theatre of Southwark, the Rose. However, due to a long history of property ownership disputes, the City of London decided to rebuild it along the Thames where it still stands. Attending plays at the Globe was my favorite part of this trip. We were able to see Twelfth Night, The Merchant of Venice, As You Like It, and Hamlet. On our day trips to Winchester, St. Albans, and Oxford, Reverend Chris Moody would detail the historical lineage of power in England before we could explore on our own. We were able to see King Arthur's Round Table in Winchester and the legendary Turf Tavern in Oxford, where numerous celebrities have stopped off for a pint over the years. For our midterm weekend, my friend Tommy Cannon and I traveled to the southern coast to the city of Brighton, where we hung out on the pier and even sat front row at a comedy show. I was also fortunate enough to cross something off my bucket list.
Hey, what's up everybody? It's Eric Rohde over here in brisk, beautiful Brighton, England. About to take a quick swim in the English Channel because I've been telling myself I would do this for a while, and it's a lot colder than I'd hoped it'd be, but we're gonna do it anyway, and it should be lots of fun. So here we go.
I am incredibly grateful for the Venture Grant, as well as Alma College, without whom I would not have gained this wonderful experience. I was able to discover the value travel brings to education, and I also learned that no matter how far you may go, you're never too far from home.